I'll go through this in more detail, but the order of the class is basically the first half of the semester. We teach you some of the basics of data analytics, some of the tools that you can use to analyze data, to make decisions, thus the name of the course, Analytics for Decision Support. In a little bit, I'll talk through some basic examples, but the goal is up front to get you some ideas. This is not everything. There are lots of ways to do this. When you get through the first half of the class, you will have the tools up and running. You will know what to look for. You will know how to analyze the data and be able to carry on. We then spend a little bit of time talking about how do you check how good your answer is. It's great to just throw an answer up and go, ooh, the computer said the answer is 42. It must be 42. Big part of this is understanding why the answer is what it is. So we'll spend a little bit of time talking about how to compare your results. You're going to learn about 5 or 6 different techniques. Which one of those is giving you the best answer? They all give an answer. How do you know which one is best? Data analytics is all about thinking about what the data means. The algorithms aren't hard. The thinking about them, the explaining to people what your results mean, that's what you're going to get the most practice in this class. Yes, you're all going to write Python code. You're all going to use NumPy. You're all going to get code to work and do stuff. But it's the thinking and reporting on what your data means that's so important. A TV station saying they're the fastest growing, that just means that they're tiny. It's easy to double when you're small. You know, Channel 4 is not doubling in viewership because they got a third of the DC area watching them. If they gain 10 viewers, that's nothing. If you're some new startup media company and you have no viewers, when you get your first viewer, you just grew infinitely, right? 1 divided by 0. Okay? You have to be thinking about what it means, what your data means. And so you're going to get practice looking at the tools so that you can understand that. Now, all of these questions, these are all questions that ultimately will result in a decision. You know, members in group A are more whatever than in group B. You're going to analyze the data and try to figure out what happens. Small probabilities, which plays cause the most injuries, et cetera, et cetera. Sometimes it's the most injuries versus the most serious injuries. You have to be thinking about how to quantify your data. You're going to see a lot of examples that deal with really boring examples. You're going to get sick to death of classifying irises, but they're a great little data set that it's easy to understand why decisions are made by the tools that we get. You're going to look at data for your projects and so forth, and you're going to go, wow, I don't understand why this is like that. That's the point, is to dig through and understand.